Life magazine was a platform and communication method that participated in photojournalism, in which photography was a major component to expressing ideas or concepts regarding to certain or specific situations. These photos usually relied on pathos to get to audiences emotionally so that they could connect to the story. This magazine had caused numerous social changes, being social awareness and it crafted Americans' self-perception. When speaking of social awareness, I'm referring to people being more engaged in social issues. Furthermore, when speaking of Americans' self-perception, I'm referring to their idea of themselves and other Americans in general. There are four social effects of the magazines on American society that I'm going to discuss. For starters, over the course of the magazine's existence, it had often commented and shown light on people that are underrepresented. Marginalized groups were able to gain attention, and their personal experiences were acknowledged by the magazine and many of its readers. This had bolstered the civil rights movement as it had more backing from people of numerous backgrounds. Secondly, and this also relates to being underrepresented, the magazine had reported on the lives of people that were impoverished. As a result, people saw stories that were different from the usual celebrity stories or stories regarding wealthy people, and more about regular citizens. These stories helped gain social attention and spotlight to the struggles of poor people in America. Thirdly, the magazine reported on the war currently going on, and it raised anti-war sentiment as people became aware of social injustices and were even able to empathize with the other side. More specifically, people were becoming increasingly concerned about the idea of being in a war with other countries like Vietnam, for example, and even many college students took to protesting to fight against this. Lastly, for self-perception, the magazine, after rough times for America, such as war or the Great Depression, would make positive stories about the country and about those in it, which were usually wealthy or privileged people. The implications of America were that citizens were living wealthy or comfortable lives, and many Americans were united against communism. As a result, a lot of Americans socially view their country as a dominant and formidable place. In short, Life magazines had encouraged the social belief in nationalism, and it had encouraged hopes for change to our social climate. This is actually ironic, as the magazine essentially points out issues with the country while also suggesting that America is the best country in the world. Thank you for listening.